might have noticed the video came on just a little bit differently, and I'm going to tell you all about that in just a minute. But for those of you who are new here, Keto Diamond, Keto video, day 1488 of my ketogenic journey, starting out this journey at 311.8 pounds to where I sit today, losing over 155 pounds before I kind of went off the rails. I didn't go crazy. I'm just fluctuating in a certain level. Alright, so let's talk about the reason the video came on differently, and I'm going to do them differently for a little while. I've got to look for a new video editor. The last couple of days, certain clips have went dark. They've updated this app, which they needed to, but unfortunately, some of the clips will go dark. So I figure if I'll just film them all at one time, post them all together, and done deal, right? So what you're going to see is where it comes on. You're going to see this part right here, and then at the very, very end you will see my weigh-ins. That way I don't have to chop them up and have a bunch of different things going on, and we can just smooth sail right through. So, yesterday's keto day went pretty okay. Did I work? Yes, yesterday I worked. Almost forgot. I don't know how. But anyway, yesterday morning's meal was not keto. Although it's okay-ish sometimes, especially on a day where I work really, really hard, as long as I make my next meal, my second meal, keto. Now, it was semi-low carb, as in it was well under 100 carbs, but not keto. So I don't want you to get confused by that, because low carb and keto are a little bit different. Keto is eating low enough carbs to put your body in a state of ketosis. Eating less than 100 carbs is low carb, but might not put you in ketosis. Just depends on your body and how hard you're working. Now, in fairness, considering I worked 13 hours of a very busy shift, there is every possibility it didn't kick me out of ketosis, but it could have. I didn't feel wretched and bad afterwards, so that's always a good sign. I lost weight, so that's always a good sign, or water weight. But most likely more water weight would have fell off had that not been the case, you know what I mean? So what I ate for my first meal yesterday was Taco Bell. Yes, I know there are better ways for me to handle this, but some days it's not always easy. It's just not. So I had Taco Bell. I had a chicken and cheese quesadilla and a Crunchwrap Supreme. Not the biggest fan of the crunchy thing in the middle. It just gets soggy and weird. Jake, chill, man. You'll be a good boy. Still scratching, but he's had a new flea pill from the vet. Yeah. So today, luckily, turns out Carowinds didn't open until noon. Because when I first woke up this morning, I was like, I don't want to spend all day at Carowinds. I really just don't. Corey's like, why are we leaving so early? They don't open till noon. I'm like, whew. And they close at 5. Whew. Now, this was a whole new experience for me. I've never been to Carowinds. As you can see, I've got a very slight sunburn to the point it's irritating. My scalp is much more sunburned, light blonde hair. Gotta love it. But like the rest of me. But there was 3 different types of sunblock on my face. 3. One was one I put under my makeup every day. And then later, like, Corey came in with some sunblock for Anthony. So I slathered my face and my shoulders and my arms real good. And we went to Carowinds. Whew. I don't know how hot it was out there, but it was hot. To the point that you were walking through the gate and already starting to leak sweat. It was just miserably hot out there. I could never foresee myself having season passes that I would use enough to go and to you know, have that expense. But then again, I'm not huge on rides and stuff anyway. In fact, I ain't getting on one. But all of us went. My husband and son rode on the same ride together in the same seats, and Destiny and Zach rode on the same ride. I posted it over on my Facebook page. If I can, if the video doesn't go black, I'll put it at the end of the video right before the right after the weigh-ins. That way you can stick around and watch it. But it's Zach's first big boy ride because he was tall enough, and I was like, God, please don't be tall enough. Damn, he's tall enough. Yeah. But I was like, I ain't getting on anything. Forget it. But Poor Zach. Apparently he might be like his grandma because he passed out. I would have too. I don't even blame him. And hubby said he closed his eyes so tight he was squeezing on. He said they were locked in good, but he was squeezing on because it scared him. And it's like a 30-second ride, and you'll see it doesn't last. It's not even a minute ride by far. So I was like, not me. But anyway, right after that, Corey and Aaron and Anthony, plus Tristan, Destiny's brother, went straight to the swimming area. For some reason, not everything was open today. Only a partial bit of the rides were open. Only some of the water park was open. Not real sure why, but it's not that important to me because I don't ride the rides anyway. We got into the wave pool. Anthony did not want to be in it when we first got over there, but he climbed up in my arms and said, "Come on, baby, let's go." The way this wave pool works is kind of neat. It's got these big rolling waves. At the deeper end, they're just big rolling waves. You know, like when you get into the ocean about 20 feet or so, you get the bigger waves. And then at the base, at the edge, you got these lapping waves that'll knock you on your butt. By the way, I gotta say, it hurts to fall in sand and get rolled around by these little waves. Concrete is not any better. Probably worse. But once you get a little ways in, you can get into the waves and kind of jump. Now, they don't stay on the whole time. They stay on for about 5 minutes. Then the water goes calm. Then they'll count down and they'll stay on for about 5 more minutes. So it's kind of a nice, it's actually a nice little workout. I was tired and hungry after I got out of there. But Anthony loved it once we got in there and we got, away from the edge. You got a little deeper in. He was wearing a life vest that Corey and Aaron had brought with them. And luckily, Zach and his daddy got to play in there really good because there's life vests the kids can just grab and put on. How awesome, right? Every place should have stuff like that. Just for safety's sake, especially when they charge that much to go. But anyway, they did. And he had a ball. They all had a ball. Had a great time in the pool. And when I got out of the pool, I put on sunblock again. But it was too late because I already felt the tightness of my skin and the redness and the stinging, It's not seriously bad. It's not going to stop me from sleeping. But it's a little irritating and it's like tight. And I do have after sun lotion on it. But it's tight and it's irritating. And I don't even know if you can see it too well. Yeah, you can see it pretty well on the camera. But it doesn't look that bad. It's there. It's very, very, very there. I've had worse, so I'll take it, but I don't like it. All right, should I go ahead? Yeah, I guess I should go ahead and talk about the weigh-in. I did, didn't I? Talked about what I ate, in part. Okay, yesterday, first meal was low carb, not keto, Taco Bell, chicken quesadilla, and a Crunchwrap Supreme. I was hungry. It was easy. It was fast. I hear they're putting a Chick-fil-A in our area, and I tried them today. They have some grilled chicken nuggets. Ooh, fantastic. We'll talk about that tomorrow, though. But anyway, for my last meal, my second meal, I had Domino's hot wings, which these keep me in ketosis, but not everybody seems to have the same experience. And it also, again, might be that I worked so hard or so hot, moved so much. On days when you're extremely active, you can get by potentially with more carbs. Not everybody. And if you're in a state of unhealthiness, if you are currently battling diabetes and trying to get rid of it, if you have cancer, if you are currently on a hell-bent weight loss journey, no, just meat, cheese, eggs, green leafy vegetables. Leave all the bells and whistles alone. That old adage, kiss. I like the original one because you're talking to yourself and other people seem to think it's rude, but kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Or keep it stupid, simple. I don't care, but that's the truth. If you're starting out, if you really want to make a dent in your weight, if you want to make a dent in your health, you got to keep it simple. You got to keep it kind of strict. It's just better. And for dinner, after dinner rather, I did have a sugar-free chocolate pudding with a scoop of Cool Whip. So, but again, it worked out. I went down, but I think it's only because I worked so hard. I really do think it was only, I don't think that I could have like Taco Bell on a day off and then like a keto-ish meal like Domino's and lose weight on a day off. I don't think so. I haven't tried it though. Who knows? So maybe one day I will. Maybe no, tomorrow I gotta work. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, so you're gonna see the weigh-in, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that way if you don't want to stick around. Yesterday I weighed it at 168, I believe, and today 166.2, and I think that's 1.8 pounds down. Don't quote me on it, but I think so. And again, I'll have yesterday and today's weigh-in at the very end so that you can see it. And then that ride roller coaster video at the very, very end. So, I mean, it's because I was so active, I do believe. Again, it might be okay for me, but I doubt it unless I'm that super active. Usually, you know, the shells, the taco shells, they do have some carbs in them. Quite a few, actually. I think it's like 41 for the quesadilla and a crunch wrap. I don't know, but I think it's the same wrap, just wrapped in a different way. So that's probably like 82 carbs by itself right there. So, and if you're new to keto and you don't really understand the concept, you want to do less than 20 grams of carbs in general. So that will put your body in a state of ketosis. Although not all foods, like I tell you sometimes, just because they're low carb or super low carb or like just 2 carbs, if they've got like maltodextrin, dextrose, and all this other crap in them, still might not be keto friendly, even if they're super low carb. The ingredients are key if you're trying really, really hard. Unfortunately, I've stopped trying really, really hard. Even though I'd like to try really, really hard, I'm kind of failing, but not failing because I'm not gaining my weight back. I'm just not losing. And I'll take that, although that would be good. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
For our wipes and stuff.
Oh.
Bag.
Clothes would have been good.
Well,
Oh, I'm gonna pause. Alright, so while I went down today, I don't expect to tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't lie to you. There's no point in it. You can tell anyway. The weigh-ins speak for themselves. When you get on the scale, you go up. You probably did something wrong, unless it's some water retention, and you can figure that out. But if you're constantly going up, y'all gonna know about it. There's no point in me lying to you. I gotta tell you what I did. So, but I tried something today that I've heard a lot of people talk about, and I felt the mistake instantly. So I will tell you all about that. And it did not start out to be this way. It just ended that way. So I will tell you all about that tomorrow. And actually, I might post these videos. Well, I'm going to try to get that one up before I go to work tomorrow because I do work from 4:30 to 3:30. I go in at 4:30. He goes in at 3:30. So I'm going to sit in the car and play with my phone until I go in. But anyway, from 4:30 to 11, both Tuesday and Wednesday night. And then Thursday afternoon, I'm going to spend time with Zach because he starts school tomorrow, so he couldn't spend the night with me tonight. And I miss him, but I did get to play with him a little while at Carowinds. He just spent most of the time with his dad and Destiny, so, you know, younger folks and all. I have learned something about myself, though. I have reached that age where screw swimming. I'm just staying in the house with the AC. I know when I was younger, it was like, yay, let's go swimming. Now that I'm older, why? I can just stay in the house where it's cool and I don't have to get wet. I don't have to take off that bathing suit and put it on in the sweaty hot weather and walk across the pavement with no shoes on. If you go to Carowinds, take your flip-flops. Take them. I was like, nah, you're going to need tennis shoes. You're going to be doing this walking. But then you go over to the pool area and you can't wear the tennis shoes up to the pool unless you want them to get wet. And then that concrete's hot to get back to your shoes and to get to the pool. Take your flip-flops. Just take them. Just take them. I wish I'd just worn them. I wasn't going to get on no rides, no way. I passed out. If you missed this yesterday, I would get on a ride. I would try them. But I passed out on a little tiny roller coaster at a fair, and I don't think that's the best idea for me. Plus, I'm chicken. I don't like heights. I don't like snakes. anything else I can shoot at and keep my feet on the ground, we're good. Yeah, I don't even care about ghosts. Hold on. Go away. Just picking. But I mean, like, I can watch scary movies all night long in a house by myself. It doesn't faze me a bit. And I used to. My husband used to work third shift, and we lived way out on a 65-acre farm by ourselves. And got a little creepy at night, but I could watch ghost stories all night and not be fazed, not be scared at all. So, yeah, but certain things, heights, snakes, I'm good. No. And spiders, I don't care for those too much either. They don't necessarily bother me as long as I can see them, but the problem is you can't always see them, especially if you swat at them and then you don't know where they went. Such a girl sometimes. Only about certain things though, so you know. We can't all be strong, tough bitches all the time. God. Alright, I've been rambling. You didn't want to hear half of it, but you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. Alright, so if you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. There are great ways to support the channel that are highly appreciated down there, including a PayPal, a Patreon, an Amazon wish list, a, what do you call that thingy, a P.O. box. All of it's down there. There are some pretty cool links like Shashka bracelets and different stuff you can get for hella discounts by using my link. You don't really necessarily need it, but you might as well save some money. I wonder if I can use my link for my ORGAIN. I don't think I've ordered it through them. I'm wondering if I can use my ORGAIN link, save myself 30%. Because I went to Walmart today to get it and they didn't have it. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, you guys. Much love, many prayers. Make your next meal keto. Do a lot of research. And hit it hard. Bye out.
Hey guys, it's Sunday morning. It's Sam 168. I kind of could cry, but it's too early. Happy Monday, boo-boo. It is 166.2.
This is their first ride. Little Zach's and Big Brian's together. They're waving to you guys. They was sad for me that I didn't want to ride, but I am not sad at all. I am perfectly happy to watch them do this and sweat myself to death on the ground. I would have passed out and thrown up.